I need that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. You said from day one you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you.
Free Game Friday. I'm in the building. We got Kansas City Chiefs legend joining the show. A good friend of mine, actually, coached his son at Indy for a hot minute. So J.C. Pearson, he'll be joining the show. So Queendom fans, stand up. It is Free Game Friday, man. So strap in, tap the like, hit the like, and become a member if you're not one. I already shout out to the new members in the chat. It is Free Game Friday. Monday, the show begins live from this Slapdick Cigar Lounge and studio with Big Smitty in studio. He's going to be here all week long. We're going to try it out, see how it looks before the football season, and see if the football season brings this setting as our new studio. We're going to dive into that. We're going to start Monday, though, and try it out. So Smitty's on the road in Naptown doing the WNBA. His little deal that he does. So he's out there with his boys doing the WNBA All-Star Weekend, where Caitlin Clark is seemingly pissing down her proverbial leg every single day. Seems like she just is going 51-50 or bipolar or some shit's happening to Caitlin Clark. But guess what? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Can anybody answer? Whoever answers that question, I'll give you a free hoodie right now. Whose fault is it that Caitlin Clark is pissing down her leg? Anybody know? KCBD, you know who J.C. Pearson is? Or are you just a fucking fanboy that Googles everything in Kansas City Chiefs when they win? When they win, KCBD becomes a fucking Kansas City Chiefs fan, but probably don't even know who J.C. Pearson is. You got it. R code Kane. You got it. You got it. Fucking white mom's fault. Yes, Lucy. Somebody got it, though. Somebody got it first. Who is it? Fucking somebody said white mom. Find that guy, Bailey, real quick. And whoever the first person was, it was somebody there. Fuck, I saw it. Can't find it now. But email thecoachabshow@gmail.com and we'll send you a hoodie. Email me your address. You won. And give me your size. A lot of you nobodies don't understand. When you address a letter or send a person your address, you don't just put a fucking address and then no state, no zip code, no fucking apartment number, and then wonder why the shit don't get to you, and then you mad at me and say, why does it take so long? You never fucking gave a zip code. You got a fucking apartment number you never added. And then you never added your size. So if you don't add your size, you're getting a large. Period. And just so you know, coaches out there, don't order 50 mediums, 40 smalls, 30 larges, 20 extra large, 25 double X, 10 triple X, and try to guess your team in the summer so your team has the gear so they all look the same. Everybody gets larges. Everybody gets larges. That's how you fucking operate. And guess what? The motivator. So the small gets bigger and the bigger gets small. Guess what? Everybody's going to wear a large. If you can't wear a large, you don't make the team. Yeah, 3X, you better fucking wear a large. You're going to rip that motherfucker. It's going to look like a fucking spandex on your ass. That's how coaches get shit done. Get everybody a fucking large. So guess what? You order 100 larges. That's how it works. Just so you know. Yeah, that's what I did. But it is what it is. It's Free Game Friday, though, man. And since it's Free Game Friday, I think I'm going to start off with a joke of the day after my lead-in. I'm going to do a joke of the day just off the top. And we'll see how good I am compared to the nobody, Shane Gillis. Got a little Shane Gillis information, by the way. And hopefully Rio pops back in and shows me his house. I mean his job. I mean his house. I mean his job. Fuck, I forgot where he was. He didn't know where he was. He was at his house. He was at his job. We'll figure it out. But Fox Sports looks like they fired Smitty, Keyshawn, Joy, and Paul, plus 80 others, because Dave Portnoy and Barstool has struck a deal, bringing over Dave for football season and Barstool programming, according to inside sources that we have on this show. I believe this is even worse than it was before, and Portnoy will make it a bigger joke than it already is. That's my personal opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Who gave Dave Portnoy the keys to football to dissect this sport? Can I raise my hand and ask anybody out there? Who gave this fucking pizza-eating nobody, dog-adopting, pizza-eating fucking nobody, the keys to talk football? To wear a Michigan hat and act like a fucking buffoon and eat fucking pizza all day. Who gave him the keys to football? Yes, he's a nobody. He's a billionaire nobody. Hey, two things can be true, according to a lot of you fucks out here. Two things can be true, right? He's a billionaire nobody. He's like Drewski hosting the ESPYs with Gillis. Nobody. He's like Drewski hosting NBA All-Star games on the court. This is what you guys have created. The under 35 generation who lives with mom, this is your fucking creation. These nobodies have the backing and support of you nobodies, which are the 35 and under generation, who bet DFS and think they know sports, and they think Mahomes is the greatest quarterback ever because he got him 47 draft points, fantasy points on DraftKings. But they never played a down of football themselves, never coached a down, never played a sport, never played basketball. Who made Drewski and these fucks the authority in pro sports? You guys did. Make it make sense. This is a joke. Sports TV has become unwatchable. So keep tuning into the realest show on planet Earth right here, because there will be no show like this one on mainstream TV with nobody's hosting it, talking about absolutely nothing with absolutely nobodies. I can't wait to watch Dave fucking Portnoy talk football with a Michigan hat on, eating a fucking piece of pizza with his fucking dog. I can't wait. Don't we already have that shit with fucking Kirk at ESPN? Like, why is this the new thing? I can't wait to watch Mina Kimes talk cover 2 and break down quarters coverage and see Stephen A. Smith on his phone playing fucking Pokemon all goddamn season. But what do I know? What I do know is quote of the day, brought to you by BetUS. Trust the timing of your life. Real simple, cut and dried, right to it. Trust the timing of your life right now. Trust it. Trust the timing of your life. I'm just telling you. Some of you guys will be mad. Your life's fucked up. You got a white mom. She's a shitbird. She raised you to be a shitbird. Caitlin Clark, fucking white mom. But guess what? Your white mom may be better for you later. So just trust the timing. Don't trust white mom. Just trust the timing. Contrary to belief. Brought to you by same people. Most of you try too hard on social media, but not hard enough in real life. Contrary to belief. Yeah, that's fact. Most of you nobodies try too hard on social media, but not hard enough in real life. And that's fact. A lot of you motherfuckers just do not try hard enough in life, dog. I'm just telling you. But you motherfuckers God damn. You work so fucking hard on social media to be something you'll never be. I promise you. You work so fucking hard on social media to be something that you'll never be. That's fact, by the way. I get them every day on my DMs. I'm like, God damn, it's really embarrassing, dog. It really is. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely fucking embarrassing how hard you work. It's unfucking believable. But it is what it is. Poll question real quick. We got JC Pearson on. Talk Chiefs, the pride and joy of Oceanside, California. If you guys didn't know, JC Pearson's right here from Oceanside, California, the home of Junior Seau and others. If Josh Faley didn't know that, JC Pearson right here, yeah. Went to UW, Washington. Poll question real quick. Will the Chiefs represent the AFC this season? KCBD, where you at? I'm going to say no. This is the year they start to fold. This is the year they start to die. This is the year the Chiefs' queendom falls. They're going to suspend the wide receiver, the shitbird, reckless driver, hit and runner. Fucking. He's gone. He's going to be gone for how long? I don't know. Bailey, you know how many games? Did he get games or is it going to jail first and he's going to come out and have games? I forgot. I didn't see it. I've been on the yacht. Rashee Rice, what did he get? 30 days probation and I think what? 30 days jail and 5 years probation is what Rashee Rice got, I believe. I believe so. Bailey will look it up, but I think he got 30 days jail time and I believe he got 5 years probation and we don't know how many games he'll be sentenced as far as missing yet. So I think he'll get that.
Okay, so Rashee Rice, 5 years probation, 30 days of jail time that can be served during those 5 years stemming for his role in the crash.
Fucking baby, I got my shit on today. I had my shit on. I knew it. I didn't even look. I knew this. Fuck, I was a journalist.
Yeah.
And how many games? Not yet. We don't know yet, right?
We don't know yet. Yeah. I don't think so.
All right. 30 days in the clink. That'll last. He'll probably do 15 days. They'll give him time served. He'll be a fucking, it'll be in a model fucking area. He won't get touched. He'll eat fucking lobster. Like, it is what it is. KCBD, I'm waiting on you. Are they going to win the AFC West again? Chiefs are done. Chiefs are done. Hollywood Brown's back. Worthy. Get Gabe Davis. So you're hoping in one hand and shitting in the other one, KCBD, that you get Gabe Davis. You don't have Gabe Davis. So you're going to get Gabe Davis. Rashee Rice will get him the fuck up this year because he's lighting ass. He hasn't done anything in this offseason. Want to bet money? And then you're going to get, you're banking on Hollywood Brown, who's been as mid as fucking shit in the fucking NFL his entire career. You're banking on him to be your savior. It's cool. Hey, I would have delusion too, KCBD. I would, because you guys have won and you could talk all the shit you want. That is what winners get to do. So shout out to KCBD and the Kansas City Chiefs Queendom for winning the games they've won, the Super Bowls they've won. Andy Reid's the best coach in football currently, and that's what you get. You get to talk shit, and that's what it is. And guess what? Fucking deservingly so. But the delusion should be sitting in now because the whiteouts you have are horrible. You have no whiteouts. And we already know what Kelsey is. Kelsey's becoming a figment of himself. So it's going to be interesting in that run game, what Andy Reid ends up doing, how good the O-line ends up being. And that defense, man, I'm just telling you right now, KCBD, The defense is not what they were when they won the Super Bowl. Just telling you, they're not what they were when they won the Super Bowl. So, anyway, we'll get back to that later on. But let's move on to the joke of the day, a new segment brought to you by Skybox Sports. Behind me, head on over to skyboxsports.com today. Use my promo code CoachJB. You can get your ticker for your man cave or your office or whatever. Football season, it'd be like sexy to have in the office, wouldn't it? We're putting together a new guest list and everything, creating for the season, getting everything created for the season. Wednesday update, real quick. I just made it happen. A good friend of mine as well, one of the greatest deep ball throwers in NFL history, Dante Culpepper, will be joining the show Wednesday morning. Just reached out to me this morning. We talked. He'll be joining the show Wednesday morning. Dante Culpepper, pride and joy of UCF, Vikings, and etc. So he'll be on the show Wednesday. Joke of the day, in honor of Shane Gillis and the Nobodies. Are you guys ready for this shit? I wouldn't put it on the screen, Bailey, but I wrote it. I wrote it before the show. So listen, you got to hear me and listen carefully. A gay came up to me and asked me for directions. And I said, go straight till you get some pussy. That's it. That's the joke. That's the joke of the day. Yeah, Dorian, I'm still on it. Fuck Shane Gillis. Give a fuck. Motherfucker, you think I'm supposed to bow down? Shit. Give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers. Portnoy, fucking pizza-eating weirdo fucks. I don't give a fuck about none of these motherfuckers. Shit. That's the problem with you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers won't stand on your business. And that's the fact. You guys will get fucking destroyed because you won't stand for something and fall for everything. That's the problem with you. JB, the cancel culture is coming. You got to fucking delete that. Have you ever seen me delete a tweet? I'll be damned if I delete a tweet. Did you see Barack Obama talking about gay boys on his show yesterday with his sister and boyfriend or brother or fuck? I have no idea what the fuck is going on over there, homie. But we're going to dive into that on a political playbook segment later on in the show. Because in a few minutes, we got J.C. Pearson joining us. And then right out the gate. So, yeah, Quanzito. Don't worry, Quan. I'll show you. I'm going to show you. But, yeah, a gay asked me for directions. I said, go straight till you get some pussy. A lot of you don't even understand the joke. See, I would have did that joke at ESPYs. I would have did that joke at the ESPYs. If I was going to sell out to Disney like Gillis did, I would have did that joke. See how that shit would have went over. Just saying. Who came and hollered at you, JB? A gay. What'd you tell him? Go straight till he gets some pussy. A lot of you don't even understand it. Still, a lot of you don't grasp the concept. You still don't get it. Yeah, I don't think you get it. You think Gillis is a real comedian. Caitlin, I can't wait till you go Waffle House and you keep beating up black girls. That's fucking funny, though. Holy shit. You guys have been deprived of pussy for so long in your mama's basement that I don't believe you know what comedy really is. Somebody on Instagram told me that I don't understand comedy. I said, I don't, but you do. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. By the way, the joke wasn't supposed to be funny, you fucking morons. It's a fucking joke, and the joke is on you. You're the jokes. Goddamn. A lot of you ain't smart enough, homie. A lot of you aren't smart enough to get it. The joke is a joke. The joke was the joke, you fucking idiots. It's on you. Nobody's. Holy shit. A lot of you guys, man, micro thinking. Fuck. You think I'm really gonna sit up here and write jokes? The joke means I just winged it. Oh, by the way, I want to address something real quick before we get to JC. I want to address something real quick. Yesterday, I want to let you know, pimps fuck up. And I'm speaking fast, ad-lib show, no strip. There's no script there. I'm not reading nothing. So I'm going off on this whole Shane Gillis thing. And I said objective instead of subjective several times because I got stuck on objective and I kept saying it. Subjective was the right word. Thank you for all you fucking English majors that made a comment on YouTube or in Twitter or on Instagram. I appreciate you. Thank you for fucking understanding that. And that was the one you found and all these things. Pimps fuck up. When I say shit fast and I'm just, going quick. Yeah, I said it and it got stuck with the one word and I just kept saying the one word. It was wrong in that context. So thank you for helping me understand that. We could have went without you correcting that, right? We could have lived and been all right. We could have been fine without it, just so you know. I mean, I just want to be clear. We could have been fine without it. You didn't need it, dog. You didn't need to correct me. Because the guys correcting me are absolute comical. You guys are fucking comical. Can I follow you around or can you give me your resume and show us what you actually do on a daily basis? Because you live the perfect life, apparently. You've never misspoke. You've never fucking spoke out of turn. You never spoke out of context. Everything you do is perfect. It's fucking embarrassing, homie. You are really embarrassing. You're going to correct me, but not yourself. It's fucking unbelievable. You guys are the perfect fucking person, I guess. We're going to dive into some coaching segments today. Win or be fired. What 10 college coaches have to win or be fired? I'm going to dive into that. Start hot or be hot. I got 7 coaches on the start hot or be hot list. That means you better start hot or you're going to be on the hot seat that the previous 10 guys I'm going to talk about will be on. I'm going to talk about 5 safe for now coaches. That means they're safe for now, regardless for what happens this year, I believe. And then I'm going to talk about 3 untouchable coaches in college football. We're going to talk about that today. New segment. We'll do the NFL next week live from here with Smitty. But right now, today, we're going to do college football. But first of all, we got to start off with big news. Champ Famo. Shut the fuck up. God damn, you're a nobody. You're a nobody. Then cancel the show, you fucking idiot. God damn, you pussies get no pussy. That's the problem. You don't get pussy. You have no idea what it is. And now you come on my show to watch me and say the same shit over and over. You are embarrassing. Your daddy should have sprayed your mama's face. But guess what? I assume your daddy was a bitch himself, so he doesn't have the nuts to spray shit. But what do I know? A new segment. TJ Watt. Big news. Signs a big deal with the Steelers. He made more money on this deal than his brother did in his whole career. Damn near. Made more money than his brother made in his whole career. I'm not hyped up. If I'm the Steelers fan, I don't know how I'd be feeling. I know a lot of Steelers fans are happy today. I know a few that aren't very happy. So I think you guys fucked up. I think you guys done fucked up. You overpaid a 30-year-old. You overpaid a 30-year-old, in my opinion. And now you're left with zero wiggle room unless you get some old-ass wide receiver to help the offense. I think you fucked up. That's just my personal opinion. Smitty came on the show. We had a debate about this 2 weeks ago. And I said, would you pay him or go get you a big-time wideout in a Waddle or something like that, trade him for some type of big-time number 2 wide receiver? He said, no, you got to keep him. You know, they're 0-11 when he doesn't play games and blah, blah, blah. Cool stat. But they're also have never won a playoff game with him either. Never won a playoff game with him. At least the old quarterback you have has won a Super Bowl. I would get him a big-time number 2 wideout and make that offense dynamic. You don't pay 30-year-old pass rushers. I'm just telling you. And Myles Garrett was getting paid at the end of his 28th year of life. He's 29 now. And Myles Garrett is not clearly as injury-prone as this youngster, T.J. Watt, is. And T.J., let's be honest, is not Myles Garrett. I gotta be honest. I don't believe T.J. is Max Crosby. I don't believe T.J. is... I think he's more comparable to a Bosa and a Hendrickson and a Micah Parsons. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't pay this man this money at 30 years old. And I think it's going to bite you Steeler fans in the ass. That's my personal opinion. You haven't won a playoff game with them. You can be 0-11 without them all you want during the regular season. But guess what? The common denominator is Mike Tomlin. And guess what Mike Tomlin does? Goes to the playoffs every year. He goes to the playoffs every year. So, I don't know. We'll ask an NFL legend this question as well. So, let's bring him in, man. Let's bring our main man in. Kansas City Chiefs legend, the pride and joy of Oceanside, California. UW Husky. Played for the Vikings, the Chiefs, and the Redskins. His NFL career. Got to know him. Coached his son for a hot minute at Indy during the Netflix era. Great man. Our main man, NFL veteran, JC Pearson joins the show. Can we bring him in, baby? JC.
What's up, Coach? How you doing, brother?
Man, how you doing, brother? Man, my damn thing went out, Bailey. I can't even see. Oh, there we go. All right. My bad,
Yeah.
JC. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, bro? Good
Man,
to see you. Good to talk
you
to
too,
you.
man. You too. It's been a while. Where you at now? You back home and you out there or here?
No, I'm still in Kansas City, man. Still here, doing my thing, man. Just living life, bro.
When's the last time you been Oceanside or the coast?
Man, it's been a minute. My mother passed
sorry to hear
about
that.
a year and a half ago, man.
Ah.
So, had to take care of all that, of course. But since she passed, I haven't been back. But need to get back, man. See some people, see some friends, man. Hang out a little bit, play some golf.
No doubt. We got a couple of people in the chat from Oceanside, San Diego. So one guy said he played a little, football with you when you guys were youngsters and stuff. So little league or something like that. So
okay,
yeah. So we got a lot of San Diego cats in the chat, man. So how your son doing?
He's doing all right, man. Appreciate you, man. Trying to help him out, man. He just football's a tough game, man. It ain't for everybody, man. But he's doing good now, man. He's hanging in there, not playing, but just working, living life.
Good, man. Glad to hear it, man. I want to dive into this right out the gate with you. This T.J. Watt situation. He got signed yesterday with the Steelers. Big money, man. This money right here, you wish it was around when you was playing, huh?
No doubt, man. These cats getting paid, and you don't even have to be good to get paid these days, man. But
I'm glad you said it, brother. I'm glad you said some shit I say, man. You know me. I was like, man, I've been saying this for a minute, man. But it's all about like who your agent is now. You got these big social media conglomerates now that are on TV. We've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. These guys just blow up out of nowhere because the people on their cell phones, they like you. You get millions of followers. Guess what you become? You become a household name, and you don't got to be good. You don't got to be good at stand-up comedy no more to be hosting ESPYs. I'm just telling you, it's crazy.
For real, but
123 million or 108 guaranteed. Would you have signed him at 30 as a pass rusher, or would you go get Aaron Rodgers some help?
No, man. 108 guaranteed at signing. That's a lot of money, man, that they could have spread out and really helped that roster get better. Aaron Rodgers, like you said, he's going to need some help, man, because, was he 41, 42 years old, whatever? He's going to need some help offensively. They could have got a pass rusher with a lot less money than that. But, he's been there. He's been part of the organization. But still, man, you got to, in this day and age, man, I think that's what Kansas City has done well, man, is they've managed that cap. They've given the money to the right people, and they've haven't been afraid to get rid of people when they got to this point in age where they wanted a big contract, but they really didn't warrant it. They haven't been you can go down the list, but I think the Steelers, if anything, man, they could have tried to trade him and get something for him instead of wasting that kind of money on him.
Nah, I agree. I'm with you on that. It's interesting to me. I'm confused. I told earlier on 2 weeks ago, me and my co-host who's not here today, I was like, man, we could have I would have went and tried to trade him, go get a Jalen Waddle or some other big time number 2 to go with Metcalf and just try to win it. Because everybody out there is on record, the organization, the Rooneys, the Tomlin, we're trying to throw our eggs in one basket. We're going to try to win it this year with Aaron Rodgers as he's in his twilight of his career. Then I don't get it then. They got a pretty damn good defense already with a great another edge guy on the other side. I think you can win and cover up the holes of missing this guy.
Oh, no doubt, because they got some great corners now. Just traded for Jalen Ramsey. They got 3 good cover guys that when you have good cover guys, those rushers have more time to get to the quarterback. So so hey, I think they was more of a just a legacy thing. I really don't know, but they could use that money somewhere else, I think.
And I'm not mad at the loyalty. If you're going to be that organization and you're loyal, and then you want to attract guys to come there in the future because you're loyal, kind of like how the Lakers have modeled their play. They've always paid their superstars. They've always took care of their guys from Kobe to at the end of their careers. They just did it to LeBron for being there. I get that too, if that's how you're going to do it. But Aaron Rodgers, then he shouldn't have signed Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. Then
exactly, man. And with the salary cap, in this age of salary cap, you can't do that, man. The loyalty and all that. You know what attracts guys? Win some Super Bowls, and people want to come. No matter where you're at.
No doubt. You're a KC, obviously, a Chiefs legend. I got to ask you. Rashee Rice news came out yesterday. I think he's going to get 30 days jail time, 5 months or 5 years probation. We don't know how many games he'll miss. How big is this for Mahomes and Andy Reid in this offense that seemingly a little bit struggled last year? It fell off a little bit. Are you still overall defensively and offensively? Is this team going to win the AFC? Are they going to represent the AFC one more time, or you think this is kind of this run's running out?
Man, they're still in it, man. Rashee Rice, obviously, they like him, man. But that receiving room is a lot better than it was last year. Nobody knows how many games he's gonna get suspended for. But if they can keep Hollywood Brown healthy, obviously they've got Xavier Worthy. Then they went and drafted the guy from the Royals. I forgot the school he came from, but he's a good player as well. They've got some good guys. They still have Juju on the roster. They still have Sky Moore as of right now. They still got Nico Remigio. So they've got some guys that can play. Obviously, Rice is going to be a big part of that whenever he gets back. But, the big thing for that team last year was the offensive line. The Eagles just beat them up in the Super Bowl. So they went and got some guys. And if that first round pick out of Ohio State, if he's healthy, then he was a steal at 31, 32, this year. So, we'll see. They gave Trey Smith a bunch of money also, but he's a young guy. They still got Creed Humphrey. I think they still have a couple more years left in that run for sure.
Yeah, you guys, I think you got Nick Bolton, right? Backer. And then and I think you got the corner Fulton, right? The Christian Fulton kid.
Yeah.
And I like Elijah Mitchell, the running back. They're going to need a bunch of running backs, man. I think, in my opinion, Andy's going to have to sprinkle the run game in and figure a way out, especially if Rashee Rice is out for a number of games. You said Hollywood Brown has been an injury-prone guy.
Yeah.
And I believe Kelsey's on the other side of greatness. Like, obviously, Father Time can't beat Father Time, so it's undefeated. So we'll see. They got Tunyon, though, the other tight end. I think he's going to be serviceable. So
And Noah Gray had a big year last year.
Gray, yeah.
Kind of a Kelsey clone, kind of, guy that's more of a receiving tight end than a blocking guy, but is coming along real well. So, they still have a lot of pieces. As long as you got 15, man, you can keep them upright. You got a shot.
Now, I think you guys lost the your safety Reed to the Saints. And I don't know. What do you think about your defense? Are they the defense that won them a Super Bowl, or are they a defense that we're trying to figure out here? I love the decor. Obviously, Spags is, in my opinion, the best DC in football. But are you happy with the defense, or you think there's some holes right now?
Well, I think they patched up their holes. And, I mentioned earlier that they've done a great job of letting guys go that want a big contract, but really they can replace. And Jay Reed, one of them guys, they brought him in from Houston, gave him a good deal, time to re-up, and they're like, we can let him go because we can replace him. So they got some young guys back in the secondary, Shamar Connor and Cook, and those guys got some experience now. They can play, but the corners, they went and got like you said, Fulton. They drafted a guy, and they've got a couple young guys that are big, long guys, because Spags going to play man. He's going to play man and press you. And, they can now move McDuffie back inside on third down and play nickel. So, I think they're defensively, they're going to be pretty good still.
No doubt. Speaking of good, man, you may have had the best secondary in Kansas City Chiefs history when you played. I want to ask, how dominant did you think you guys were yourself, Albert Lewis, who was it, Kevin Ross, Deron Cherry,
Lloyd Burris.
Yeah. How good was that secondary? And a follow-up question to that, why is the Hall of Fame why are they keeping Albert Lewis out of the Hall of Fame? I just thought he was a lockdown guy. I thought he was a great corner. I think he should be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, no question about it, man. 6'3", could run, block kicks, block punts, block field goals, everything, man. And he definitely does not get the credit that he deserves, man. But, he's a quiet guy, didn't say much, and so he didn't get a lot of notoriety, a lot of publicity. If he was a Dion type, where, he was talking a lot, then, he probably would be in right now, because he definitely is as good as a lot of those cats that have gone in.
Damn, that's interesting, because we've had like some legends, like, some wide receivers, the guys that just got in finally, Dallas Cowboy legends and other people in there, and they said the same thing. Like, man, you almost got to be like flamboyant and out there, and now use social media to try to get you on and get you a jacket. Like, he's like, that's how it kind of looked at now. It's like wild. It's like, damn. So we're gonna have Mark Clayton on the show during the year, and Mark comes on, but he's gonna be on a regular once a week on the show. And how's he not in?
Yeah, we had many battles, me and Mark too. But I mean, those guys, man. But you talked about the social media and all that, man. Sterling wouldn't have gotten in this year without Shannon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shannon. Drew Pearson. We had Drew Pearson on. Another Pearson. We had Drew on.
Yeah.
He just got in recently and was like, he had to make a little like, man, why am I being held out? Why he kind of made some noise a few years ago, if you remember.
Yeah, no doubt. Crying, why are they doing this to me and all, you know what I mean? And then now next thing you know, he gets in the next year. So yeah, man, it's crazy. But they need to get some guys on there, man, and not just these writers that, don't really know what, who's good and who's not. They're just looking at stats and again, like you said, there's the social media stuff and that kind of stuff, but they need to get some real football people on there, man, that know the game and know what makes a player great and not.
No doubt. What do you got in the fire now? Do you miss calling the games? Do you miss their ESPN Fox days, or what do you got going now?
Man, I'm trying to work on my golf game now, man. But the travel, man. I did the media thing for like 20 years after I got done, man. And that travel every week, man, is a grind,
Murder.
man.
Yeah.
People don't realize that they see the game on Sunday or Saturday and think, oh man, it's all glitz and glamour. But man, whether you're playing or whether you're broadcasting, man, it's a grind during the week, man. And then it's even more of a grind the travel as an announcer because hell, you're traveling on Thursday and meetings, do the game, and after a while, man, it wears you down. So I'm doing some local stuff. Just a couple hits here and there, man, just to kind of stay in it. Maybe do a game or two, small college stuff. But for the most part, man, I'm done. So whenever you need me to come on, bro, holla at me.
We got to do it, man. We got to do it. Hey, one of my former players, he's hitting me up right now. He actually was married to, I guess he's saying, I'm confused here. He said, tell you that Linda's son played for you, his ex-wife. So he played for me. I guess Linda's son played for me.
Linda's son.
Hold on. Tell him Linda's son played for you, his ex-wife's cousin. Oh, I guess he's the ex-wife's cousin. I don't know. He's sending me some pictures right now, but apparently he was like, man, huge fan of JC. Tell him that I played for you. One of my former players, Cameron.
What's the last name?
He actually played for me. Cameron Lowe.
Linda Lowe?
Cam Lowe played for me.
Okay.
But he apparently, I'm confused. This motherfucker wrote some shit I can't even read.
But tell him what's up anyway. What's up, Cam?
Anyway. I can't read the damn text, but Cam,
we'll get it figured out.
He out in Vegas right now living. I don't know what he's saying. But yeah, I would love to have you on during the regular season, man. Especially, the Chiefs fans hate me because I go hard on Mahomes. So they mad at me. So I'd have to do it again. I'm going to go hard at it. Let me ask you that one question, though, before you get out of here. Mahomes. We talk about him. I'm a QB guy. Broke him down. Obviously, he has the it factor. So there's no question about that. He's a winner. And I love that he plays hurt. I love that he goes through it and plays. And I'm all for everything. He didn't want to pull out when he got injured. He was like, nah, put me back in. I love all that shit. I think that's what a quarterback's supposed to do. I think Andy Reid doesn't get enough credit. I think Mahomes gets too much. That's just me. I think he has to devise an offense because of whether the personnel or what have you, whatever the NFL is right now. Can't hit the quarterback. The rules change. Let's get the ball out lateral quick. Where you at with what he is versus Andy Reid? Are they just the perfect combo, match made in heaven, or is one overrated, one underrated, or are they just it is what it is?
Man, I think it is the perfect match. I think Andy is a guy that is a great coach, man. Great mind, offensive mind, and allows guys to be themselves too and play. And with Holmes, he's not a traditional quarterback, man. He's not just a 1, 2, 3, make a great read, get rid of the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, balls out. He's running around and trying to make the big play and throw the ball underhand, throw it left-handed. When it works, it's great, man. And like you said, he's got that it factor. But if you're a young kid and you're trying to be a quarterback, you don't want to try to model yourself after Mahomes because he's not, fundamentally he's not not great. Traditionally, he's not that great, but he just has that it factor. He can make the plays, and Andy lets him be him, and it puts a lot of pressure on those offensive tackles sometimes and makes those guys look bad. But when it works, man, it's great, and he's been able to make it work, man, and both of them been able to make it work.
Nah, no doubt. I think Andy gets. As great as he is, man, I don't know if he gets enough credit, but it's going to be interesting. We do a hell yeah, hell no segment. I got to ask you, hell yeah or hell no, the Chiefs represent the AFC once again.
Hell yeah. Until you beat them, bro. You got to beat them until then, hell yeah.
Hey, no doubt. I hear you. Hell yeah or hell no, Aaron Rodgers will have a great season.
Hell no. I don't think he's got enough help, man. And at 42 or whatever, we saw him last year. I don't think he's the same guy. Obviously he's got that arm, but 42, man. Like you said earlier, Father Time, unbeaten, bro.
Hell yeah, hell no. Your alma mater, UW, Washington, will be a playoff contender.
Hell no, not
yet, huh?
Not yet, man. Not yet. They got to get some pieces, man. And this age of the transfer portal, man, it's tough on them.
What's your take on that, real quick, as we in this? What's your deal with what's your take on this transfer portal thing, man? I think it's kind of just been the worst thing possible ever.
Man,
that's why I'm at.
I think it's a good thing, but I think they just got to get some parameters on it, man. Right now they, try to cover their butts with, from lawsuits, and it's just the wild, wild west now, man. And, with the NIL and, the revenue sharing and they just got to find a way to temper some of that stuff, man. But it's all, I'm happy for the players and all that to be able to do it. But, I understand what you're saying from a coaching standpoint. It's a nightmare right now, but, they just got to find some parameters, man, on that.
Yeah, I want to see them get paid, but I just think the way they've done it, I think they kind of like got over on everybody. They thought it was going to be a name, image, and likeness. You sell, Pearson sells jerseys in the student store. He gets paid off of that. That's not what it was. It ended up being pay for play. And right. I don't know. That's the NFL. What's the difference?
Exactly. That's the same thing. And it's free agency every year right now in college. It's, every year you're trying to get paid now.
4 schools, 4 years. Some of these guys, they don't, there's no more alumni knowing who it is, getting a job afterwards. That degree don't carry no weight. They don't know where the degrees are from. They don't go back and get them now because you go to 4 schools for a semester and you're not even close to getting a degree. It's bad business right now. And we've had so many coaches on it that are like, man, it's Wild Wild West times 10 right now.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I can see that, man. It's not what they intended it to be, but, it's crazy right now.
No doubt. Man, tell your son I said what's up, and hopefully everything's all good. And shout out to everything that you got going, man. And go golf, and hopefully we can get you on during the season.
Hey, no doubt, man. Appreciate you getting me on, JB. Good to see you. Good to talk to you, bro.
Man. You too, brother.
And
I think he got cut off. I think he got cut off, baby. I don't know what happened. There he goes. Is he back? There you go. He got cut off. Good seeing you, brother. Yeah, no doubt, man. We'll chop it up. I'll hit you up for sure, and then we'll talk.
Absolutely, bro. Take care.
All right, brother. Take care. JC Pearson, legend, Oceanside, Washington, and the Kansas City Chiefs, Washington Redskins. He played for a lot, man. So got to know him a lot, man. He sent his son to me in Indy. We got to know each other well during that time, and his son didn't pan out. Like he just said, he heard him start the show off. Basically, like, man, thanks for trying to help. But all people aren't made for football. And he even said his own son. So that JC was always a real one with me. And shout out to him, man. Played a long time in the league. And people don't realize, if some dick writer in the chat, well, I'm sure will say, well, he didn't do anything for us. Us. Motherfucker, there is no us. You never played. No, he's not Asian. He's got some poly in him, though. He hooked me up to a lot of Polynesians in the places I never knew existed in Kansas and Arkansas, because his family he has some Polynesian family in Arkansas and Kansas City. Independence, Kansas City is a town right outside of Kansas City called Independence, Missouri, though, not Independence, Kansas, where the show was. Independence, Missouri. A lot of polys. I did not know it until I got there. And he hit me to a lot of some people. We got some polys because of JC. So I should have brought that up. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, there was a lot in Arkansas too, by the way. A lot in Arkansas. A lot of people don't know. It's crazy. We had a bunch of polys come on over because I had polys on the team. I was only Kansas JUCO with polys in the middle of the fucking U.S. And man, they were tapped in. We brought them over from Arkansas. They kept coming over. They'd feed us. They'd fucking turn a pig and everything for us. It was wild. Love them to death. Shout out to them. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of it. Yeah. But a lot of white moms too mixed in there. A lot of white moms mixed in there. But we got some what's happening now. We're going to do a commercial, and then we'll get back to it. We're going to break down my coaches on the hot seat, the untouchable ones, who should be fired, who should not. We got a lot to break down, but what's happening now segment, I want to dive into it. Oops, my bad. This astronomer CEO, Andy Byron, got caught in real time at this Coldplay concert. I don't even know who Coldplay is, but they had a concert, and they got caught. And at the end of the day, apparently he had a public apology to his family. He released a public apology to his family and of his alleged affair with colleague Kristen Cabotes at a Coldplay concert. Now, very interesting one, because apparently he took a turn on the apology and started to basically blame Coldplay, the concert security. I read a whole thing yesterday, and I'm like, damn, you got caught in real time. Motherfucker ducked out, did some shit like this, and then ducked out, and then had the audacity to finally come out and say he apologized, but he also had the audacity to kind of blame everybody else. So, but he said, you deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader. This is not who I wanted to be or how I wanted to represent the company I helped build. I'm taking time to reflect, to take accountability, and to figure out the next steps. Personally and professionally, I asked for privacy as I navigate that process. It's always the same written apology done by a PR team. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed every single apology is the same by, these multimillionaires who are big-time CEOs and COOs of companies? They're always the same apology because they don't write them. They don't write them. They don't write these things. This is not who they don't write this apology or whatever it is. And why do you need time to reflect? It's such a stupid fucking thing. That's why I'm not going to get married, number one. You can film me all you want if I got a bitch. But number two, you should have just stayed up there and played it off. You have no game, homie. You got no game, homie. Look at the other bitch. She goes like, oh, you guys got caught. You guys have no game. You guys have no game. Right there, I would have just kept holding her like I'm her homegirl, like I'm his homeboy. I'm her homeboy. Like just right there, just chill, like right there. Just be like, I guess he's grabbing her titties though. I don't know what he could do. I don't know if he's winning that at all at home. But I saw the wife. I went in and did a deep dive. I was like, let me see the wife. So the wife at home with all the kids is, let me just put it in layman, way better than this nobody. She's way better. The wife at home with the kids is way better than this bitch. This is a throw around bitch. I like the wife better, homie. What part is? Oh, no. Oh, I got you. The wife picture they showed. Where's the real wife? You got a picture? Let's see the real wife. But again, bet you she's white mom. Fuck! Bet you it's a white mom. Want to bet? Let me ask you. I want to know about prenup. Doesn't really matter when you make so much money. I want to know about the prenup. I want to know. Let me ask you, men in there. It's Free Game Friday. If the gawk stop, why go get a side piece? Just divorce her. I'm confused. Why risk? You already got the gawk already stopped. She stopped sucking your dick. Why risk losing all your money too? Yeah, it's a white mom. It's just a regular white mom. It's just a regular white mom. Two goofy kids. One of the kids on the right will fucking kill everybody in Idaho one day. Kid in the middle will fucking smoke everybody in Montana. Fucking eat your face off. And then the mom, I get why that happened. Fuck. I get it. But but she ain't much better than a mom. She's literally the same piece as the mom. She's literally the same piece as the mom. Like, just pale, milk and magnesia. Man, he's losing, homie. He got money. Big money. What are you doing? That's a bad look both ways. Both ways. You're more respected just holding on to your regular, average-looking regular wife with your kids, happy family, happy life. You got your money. Why are these people this dumb? Again, see? Y'all make my point. How many of these people that you made famous, meaning you nobodies that made the Drewskis and them famous, later on come out as the dumbest human you've ever seen? Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, fuck, I endorse Drewski? And then later on, comes to find out he was at the Diddy party with baby oil sliding around the motherfucking house. Did you ever figure that shit out? Have you ever figured out that this CEO was placed there by the bigger ups, the puppet masters? Because there's no way this guy earned the right to be a CEO of a major corporation like that and does something this dumb. Seriously, make no mistake about it. This is one of the dumbest things you can do. Being caught in real time on camera when you're supposedly the CEO who makes $5 million a year. Tell me the real shit. Tell me you're that dumb without telling me you're that dumb. Is that what y'all say? That's what he just did. Let me give you a player right out the playbook. I wouldn't be married, so I'm not cheater either. I think karma's a real thing, so I just despise a real cheater. But that's just me, and I've never even had a relationship like that. So let me be clear. I'm just going to pay a hoe. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm paying a hoe. Meet me at the Ritz-Carlton, room 201. I got the suite. Bring your ass up here. Bring 2 or 3 of them. And I'll fuck shit out you or suck my dick, do whatever. And that's it. And then you leave. I'm never seen. You can't bring a phone in here. You sign an NDA. And that's what it is. Why are these over smart millionaires doing the dumb shit? But you guys don't think that they're fucking placed in the positions they're placed in. Make it make sense, dog. Yes, they are. Yes, they absolutely are. They're placed there. They're absolutely placed there. We got a little political playbook on the other side of this commercial. And we're going to dive into some football and just some coaching talk. And dive into this Fox and Barstool. Whatever they call that. What do they call that? Collaboration. We'll dive into that as well. Priests and politicians, 2 biggest crooks on the planet Earth. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Peace. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
Ohtani's former translator, Ippei Mizuhara, has been sentenced to 57 months in prison in order to pay nearly 17 M's, that's million, in restitution to Ohtani. Oh my God. JB, this is crazy. We broke this case when it first happened, I think back in the summer. We kind of had our opinions on what was going on. I think this man just taking the fall, homie. I just think he's taking the fall because Shohei Ohtani's name is too big, and he just got to LA, and there's no way you're going to lose your biggest name, your biggest money grabber and getter, and Shohei Ohtani to the sport and get him locked up for a case. There's no way his interpreter or whatever was betting and doing all this without Shohei having any knowledge at all. That's my honest to God opinion. But shout out to Ippei Mizuhara for being a real one and standing 10 toes, because as real ones know, anytime you got some power and some influence or some money, you got to have somebody in your circle to be the fall guy. Like in my circle, Bailey's going to be like, he's our fall guy. If me and JB ever like get in some shit or he gets in trouble for comments he made, or if I do something illegal, Bailey knows already agreed, signed the paper between us that he's going to take the fall. He's going to go to jail for us. We're not going because why? We are the ones that bring in the fans, the following. If JB gets locked up, if I get locked up, the money stops. The show stops. Everybody loses. So if Bailey goes to jail, we can still make sure we put money on his books. Make sure he got some squares, cigarettes. He got some honey buns, some ding dongs, some Swiss rolls. We take care of his family, and we'll make sure when he gets out of jail, we're gonna hit him a bag of money immediately. That's what you do when you stick to it, and that's what Ippei Mizuhara is doing. So shout out to you for being a real
one. Fuck, man.
Stressed out on
Bailey, can you do that in private jet? Or no?
For all the audio listeners, JB stressed out, went to his bar, came back, and has a whole bottle of Hennessy right now. So I'm just letting all the audio listeners know.
Hold on, homie. What are you talking about? Hennessy. Hold on, homie. Fuck you talking to? Hey, fall guy. You saying you are the fall guy? Fall guy. Fuck, homie. He says he's a fall guy, homie. I didn't say nothing. Shit. Fucking, I didn't say you're the fall guy, homie. How did you get 57 months? You were just serving fucking Uber Eats the other day, homie. You know that motherfucker was doing Uber Eats?
Yeah. he dropped me off some Thai food one night.
It's a scam, homie. Let's be real. It's a scam. He ain't doing 57 months, number one. He got paid, number two. And Ohtani may not get out of L.A. For his whole career, homie, because, shit, there's a lot of cats out here, a lot of little Asian cats, like gang cats.
Or the Dodgers looked out for him, and they helped set all this up. And they said, in return, you got to retire a Doyer. Now he has no choice. JB is a full-blown alcoholic. This is cringe as hell. This is from He Hate Me 3030.
Is that your girl or daughter? Is that your girl or daughter?
Did he say it or did she say it? Because it says He Hate Me 3030. So
is that you? Is that you, girl, or him? Who's in the picture? Who's the guys in the picture? Who's the people in the picture?
I think it's her. I think that's Sarah, and that's Sarah and John. I think Sarah's the
Keith.
one. Keith. Oh, Keith. That's Sarah and Keith. I think Sarah's the one who said this comment.
You know what's funny is it's cringe. What's cringe is that you make assumptions about something you haven't known. I haven't taken a drink out of this in either day. So if you don't know,
it's
that's your wife and you. Does your wife want to fuck me?
Oh shit.
Do you and your wife want to come over? Do you want to watch your wife take a real dick? He hate me? Because I'll dick her down for you if that's what you really want, and I'll show you what alcoholic does. If you really want to see that, if that's your thing, because that picture shows me how cringe you guys are. That picture right there screams cuck, or whatever the fuck you call it. Screams it. So feel free to come on through anytime you want, Mr. Assumption making fucking idiot. We're back in the building. It's Free Game Friday. Pound that like, man, if you haven't already. Subscribe, become a member. I appreciate everybody pounding the like this week. We've had an all-time high in likes pounded. Pause, as you would say, Smitty would say. So make sure you keep pounding that like. We got to keep blowing up the algorithm, man. So keep cracking that up. Man, speaking of Ohtani and that commercial you just witnessed, greatest commercials on planet Earth that we do. Shout out to Bailey for cutting them all up. Shohei Ohtani announced on his Instagram that he has co-written a children's book that is set to hit the bookshelves in February of 2026. It's about Decoy. What a fucking ironic, great name. Decoy, which is Ohtani's beloved puppy or dog or pup or whatever. And the book is titled Decoy Saves Opening Day. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm just reading this to you. The plot seems loosely based on real-life events centering around Decoy throwing out the first pitch on opening day. Though it was actually for season opener, Decoy did throw out a celebrity first pitch last season, coinciding with a bobblehead giveaway that featured both Ohtani and his dog. But the plot thickens. In this book, Decoy forgets his lucky baseball at home. Can he get his ball back to make it back to the Dodger Stadium, Chavez Ravine, before it's too late? He's going to tease the blurb on the HarperCollins website is what he did this on. And he said, you'll have to wait until the winter to find out how the story ends. Buck, buck, buck. Woof, woof. So hold on, I'm fucking confused, homie. So this cat, does the dog know? What does the dog know language-wise? I want to know, number one. Number two, like, is he talking back like, woof, wang, ya? Is he woofing back to him like, woof, wow? Like, I want to hear the conversation. I really do. Like, woof, woof, ya. Don't shit on the ground. I want to see how this fucking thing. Is he targeting American little boys and girls or the yum-yum-yums? I'm confused on who he's targeting with this children's book, homie. But goddammit, Ohtani, I like you. I'm a fan of you. Apparently, what you say, I don't know why you would need the money, but you're going to say you're going to take the proceeds from this book and put them towards adoptions and dogs and animals. So if that's the case, shout out to you, man. But god damn, that was hard to read for me. And I'm going to be honest. I mean, we do some shit now, man. And guess what? The book will be the #1 best-selling book in America or in the world or over in Yum Yum Yum. It will be the #1 selling book. First of all, there's a fucking billion of them, #1, or more than that. A billion of y'all. You know, y'all are. There's a billions of you. And #2, dog lovers are man. Billions of them. So you got some of the biggest populations, period. So I just don't know if it's a setup or not. That's the craziest thing that came to my mind right out the gate was, is this a setup? Because if Ohtani, if you fuck me and you cook this motherfucker on a grill, I'm going to lose my shit for I will not fuck with you motherfuckers. Don't fucking cook yum yum. I'm just telling you, homie, if you cook this motherfucker and you rotisserie chicken this motherfucker, me and you gonna have problems, homie. I'm gonna come find you, yum yum yum. And I'll find your bookie, and I'll get his motherfucking Uber Eats, and I'll fuck around and beat both your asses. Don't fuck around and rotisserie chicken this motherfucking yum 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 and make this motherfucker a goddamn, turn him into some sushi, motherfucker. I love some sushi from y'all place. I love sushi, homie. I fucking love sushi. Don't let me eat fucking sushi beagle, homie, or whatever the fuck dog you have. Don't let me eat fucking sushi beagle, homie. I'll fuck around and lose my shit on your ass. Fuck, man. Anyway, moving on amicably. Yang Hansen. You know who that is? Yang Hansen, my newest fucking I eat food. This fucking Nephilim, fucking retard, talks about his name being called on draft night. He said, I was just sitting there finishing my fried chicken. Can't make this shit up. Take a look.
Favorite things is to see a player who maybe isn't sure exactly if they're going to be taken or not in the first round, and to go anyway, to attend at Barclays Center, to be out in the stands. Can you just take us through what was going through your head when you finally heard your name be called here?
当他们喊你的名字的时候，你当时脑袋是怎么想的？非常的惊喜和诧异吧，就是，然后在场里面，那时候坐着来那边还吃炸鸡呢，还刚吃完炸鸡，所以说还没想到自己那么快被选，然后准备再来那边，就是跟旁边人聊会儿天，然后他们跟我说你要穿西装了。
I mean, for sure, it's a big shock for me. I mean, I just surprised when Adam called my name. That surprised me. I was just sitting there finishing my fried chicken, and I didn't even put my suit on. Like suddenly they told me, Hanson, like take your suit on. I said,
hold on, is this cat acting like a brother now? So is the motherfucking translator acting like he's a brother? Hold on, homie, rewind it. Let's take a look at his swag.
Like take your suit on. I said, huh? And they just take it on. And it's like take your suit on. I said, huh? Like suddenly I didn't even put my suit on. Like suddenly and I was just finishing my fried chicken. And I didn't even put my suit on. Like suddenly they told me, Hanson, like take your suit on. I said, huh? And they just take it on. And it's suddenly, so when camera caught me, I still tried to make the suit looks good.
然后那时候在那穿西装的时候，还那边又来拿湿巾擦半天手，怕我的炸鸡上面的沫沫弄到我西装上。
Before I touch my suit, I still use tissue to clean my hand. I don't want the oil mess up with my suit.
Oh, smart man.
That's what you get on ESPN, people. I'm just telling you, that's what you get. You get a fucking woke broad who married a fucking Milk of Magnesia herself. That's a whole scandal in its own self. You don't even want to dive into that. I know some shit about that one. You don't even want to dive into her marrying the white dude that's fucking, what's his name? Marion Maniman or whatever his fucking name is. You don't even want me to dive into that one day. I might have to blast it out one day. But anyway, we'll get to that another day. Number two, that's the content. Or what do you guys call it? Content creator. That's what you get on ESPN. That's the content. And by the way, can we make a new rule? If you don't know the language in the country that's paying you astronomically tax-paying dollars from me, then you shouldn't be allowed to come in this motherfucker. Fuck you. You can't learn the language that's paying you fucking millions of dollars. You can't bash the country that's paying you. You can't fucking play victim to the country that's paying you. And you can't fucking sit here and talk shit about the country that's paying you and you don't know English. Fuck no. Learn the fucking language, homie. Or I'm not going to fucking... Nobody show up for the games then. Nobody show up for the motherfucker. I'm so fucking tired of hearing this fucking... I eat chicken in my house. I eat Ohtani dog. I'm tired of hearing that shit. Learn the fucking language, homie. Stop playing with us. Stop fucking playing with us. Fucking buck me. And don't sound like a fucking retard Nephilim. I don't need you to sound like a fucking Nephilim. Like, I don't understand why these motherfuckers act as if they're the most retarded fucking humans on planet Earth. I don't get it. Just fucking act normal like a fucking human, homie. I do not understand. Stop the Asian hate. We'll move on amicably. It's not hate, actually. It's just telling, Steve Kim says stops Asian hate every day. But it is what it is. But let's be American. Speak American. Speak the language. We pay you a lot of money to come over here, use our fucking resources. Learn the fucking language. We respect you enough to pay you. Respect us enough to learn the fucking language. Because if I send my little boy up to you and you fucking yong him, I'm fucking slapping the shit out of you. How you spell your name? Rex. R-E-X. Wax? Like, y'all can't wax? Your name Wax? Fuck, no, it's fucking Rex. Why did you spell my name W-E-X? Motherfucker, it's Rex. Don't fucking wax. Learn the fucking language, homie. You don't fucking get paid here. Fuck you. Who else I also want to say fuck to is this motherfucker right here, man. Look at these fucking... I'm just telling you, man. I got I got secondhand embarrassment when I'm seeing these fucking little boys go on visits to four-year schools or playing there and then in the locker room during the season doing some weirdo shit, dances and all these old fucking weird shits. Oklahoma State's the latest of the crew, man. Take a look at this shit.
My nigga for a reason. I can tell her all my secrets.
Fuck. Cut. Never play down. Cut. Never play for me. Cut. 3 fucking queers. So let me bring this back up, man. Let me dive into this full totality real quick. Fuck, I don't think. Did I say queers? I don't know if I could say it, but anyway, that picture right there, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't bash Ebonics, Chad, or who wrote that? Jeffrey Todd. I don't bash Ebonics because I am Ebonics. Do a better Google research on me, you dumb fuck. I don't fit every narrative of yours, do I? You think you know me, but that's proving again you don't have a fucking clue who I am. So get off my dick and tell your bitch to come here. So go do a better Google research. Now, having said that, here's what the fucking problem is. The mullet man himself can't handle this shit. And the legendary Des Bryant and Barry Sanders and all these guys are fucking just turning over in their fucking, in their bed, I hope, and fucking shaking their head like, what in the fuck have we become in Oklahoma City? What the fuck have we become? Like, what are we doing, homie? This is the new fucking gladiator? This the new gladiator. Sport. Keith, shut up. This is literally you, Keith. This is your fucking generation. This is what you like, Keith. You like this shit. You think this shit is cool. You want to see this shit. No, I don't wish I could dance. Gangsters don't dance, we boogie. I don't want to fucking dance like a fucking queer. See, that's the problem. You guys really think people want to fucking be this. No, we don't. We want to absolutely fucking tie this up to the goalpost and flour and egg it. That's what we want to do. We don't want to be this. This is absolutely fucking embarrassment, homie. Whoever's not embarrassed watching this, then you're part of it, Keith. Keith, you're part of this. You imagine Keith's in there, titties bouncing all over the fucking place? You're part of this, homie. You're part of this problem. This is it. Yeah, Mike Bunny, the Super Bowl Shuffle wasn't gay. You better go back and look it up and see who it was led by. Far from gay. They were ahead of the curve. They were fucking social media before social media. Refrigerator Perry doing that dance? Yeah. The Icky Shuffle and all the other things that have come along wasn't gay, though. I'll tell you that. Shit. Wasn't this. Was not this. This shit is fucking atrocious. And where is it at? In the bathroom? The fucking bathroom of all places? Fuck, man. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of some of these coaches, and I'm ashamed of what's happening in locker rooms around the football world. I'm ashamed of it. I'm absolutely appalled and ashamed on what we become. Seriously, what we become in football. I'm ashamed of it, dog. I'm not. There's no yelling needing to be done. I'm ashamed of what we become in football, dog. This is like different than. This is different than the guys in the barracks in our armed forces sucking a dildo. This is what this is. Real shit. This is different. I mean, this is similar to the guys in the barracks a couple years ago I showed on the show that were sucking on dildos, homie, that represent our armed forces. This is this very similar fucking act. Football was a fucking intimate setting for men to be men, talk about bitches and strip clubs and let's meet up at the titty bar and fucking kick it and talk real shit. Now we put gay fucking folks in the locker room. Men are walking on eggshells. Coaches can't be themselves. Players can't be themselves. Cats don't want to take showers no more like men used to be able to do and talk about pussy in the locker room. None of that's happening no more because everyone's on fucking pins and needles and we don't know who the fuck's looking over our shoulder and looking at our shoulder at these motherfuckers like, who the fuck is this? Because we don't know shit. I know coaches personally that coach in the league that used to say the F word quite a bit. F, rhymes with flag. And they used to say that all the time. And then we signed a guy named Michael Sam, and then his whole demeanor changed. He had to change his whole fucking thing. And he said that's when I knew to get out. That's when I knew to get out of coaching. I'm just telling you. Told me himself. He's like, I had to get out of it. I couldn't be myself. And once I can't be myself with my players, I got to stop. I got to get out of the business. And there's a lot of college coaches I talk to that are feeling the exact same way right now. I'm just telling you right now. This shit crazy, bro. This isn't what we grew up in. I'm just telling you. I don't know what to say, bro. I really don't. But I'm the hater. I'm the old man on the fucking porch yelling at the clouds or whatever y'all say. I get it. Before we get into Von Miller's, Bailey, let's dive into this QB stuff real quick. I want to do a little new segment we're going to do during the football season. We're throwing new segments out there as we get ready for the football season, if you haven't noticed. We're prepping them all. So I want to dive into a little segment. And right now it's going to be called Win or Be Fired. I got 10 coaches who need to win or be fired. And it starts right there in Norman, Oklahoma with Coach Venables. Coach Venables, you need to win or you're going to be fired. That's number one on my list. That's number one of win or be fired is Coach Venables, Oklahoma Sooners. You need to win or you're going to be fired. That's just my opinion. This is JB's list, no one else's list. So you guys can debate it, argue it, and have your opinions. That's what we're supposed to be able to do in America. Have your opinion, debate it, create great conversations, and it is what it is. I got Venables on my win or be fired list, number one. This is no particular order. I'm just giving you 10 guys I think need to win or be fired. Starting right now with Coach Venables, a JUCO legend, by the way, Garden City JUCO. Shout out, I coach there. Great mind, defensive mind. Think he's great. K-State legend, all that stuff. He's got a lot of ties in the Midwest and Kansas and Oklahoma. But as a head coach, he's finding out that coordinating and head coaching are different planets, and it's a completely different world. That's why head coaches need to become CEOs, hire coordinators that they can pass the buck to and trust so they can be the COO and manager of the team instead of trying to be coordinator / head coach. Because most head coaches that are coordinators, contrary to believe they're a coordinator first, head coach second, That's why they fell. Just, it's fact. Stop being a coordinator. If I can go back, I would have done it sooner. I would have got rid of myself as the coordinator, became more of the CEO, and just recruited and managed the whole entire program. I was still coordinating the offense, coaching the QBs, and recruiting, and head coaching, and fucking study hall, and fucking this, and fundraising, and all. Can't do it all, man. I'm just telling you right now. Spread yourself too thin. Don't do it. Head coaches, find you some coordinators. Venables, find you a coordinator. Even though you have a title DC, doesn't mean he's the DC. Just so contrary to belief. That's how people get people jobs. So, yes, you heard it. What I said. Coaches like Andy Reid got Eric Bieniemy jobs or tried to get him a job by naming him the offensive coordinator. Andy Reid never gave up play calling duties, but he had a guy called the offensive coordinator in Eric Bieniemy so he could get a job. That's how it works. That's how it goes. McDaniel in Miami never called the offense in San Francisco. Kyle Shanahan did. But Kyle Shanahan had him titled as the what? Offensive coordinator so he can get a job. That's how this profession works. So, that's why Belichick has a lot of guys. Romeo Crennel, guess how many defensive plays he called? 0. But he got a head coaching job, didn't he? Charlie Weiss, he was the offensive coordinator because guess what? Belichick was a defensive guy. So he hired Charlie Weiss. And guess what he did? Gave him a job. Got him a job at Notre Dame. He became the head coach at Notre Dame. Later on, KU. Ruined both programs. He was not a head coach. Didn't learn a fucking thing from Belichick as to be a head coach. Romeo Crennel, great defensive mind. Great friend of mine played under him. Guess what? Wasn't ready to be a head coach. So, just telling you, coordinating and head coaching are completely different worlds. Venable, give it up. Become a head coach or you're going to be fired. Number 2 on my list is Billy Napier, Florida. Billy Napier at Florida had a great end of the season last year on a team that had the hardest schedule in America. Everyone thought they would be shitted on. They would be garbage. And guess what? He proved a lot of people wrong. Billy Napier proved a lot of people wrong last year. Found a rookie freshman quarterback who may be one of the most talented in all of the college football. And he may have saved his job for him. But I still believe he's win or be fired because Florida can't have another mediocre year in the SEC when you see those teams playing for national titles every year. Whether it's Georgia, whether it's Alabama, whether it's Texas, you are in the SEC. You better figure it out. And that goes for you too, Venables. If you haven't figured it out, the first 4 people on my list are going to be in the SEC. Starting with Venables, Napier, and the next one is a good friend of mine, Sam Pittman, offensive line guru himself at Arkansas. He is going to have to win or be fired. Sam Pittman, I'm just going to be honest. There hasn't been a lot of great offensive line coaches that have translated to become great head coaches. Not a lot. Remember, a lot of people talk about Andy Reid. He's an O-line guy. No, he's not. Andy Reid's actually a quarterback guy that played O-line and played quarterback. Like, you guys got to go do a deep dive into Andy Reid's background from San Francisco State on, from Redlands, California on. Go do a deep dive in Andy Reid. He knows O-line. Of course, we all do. If you're going to be a coordinator, you got to know O-line. I don't know a lot of offensive line coaches who have been great head coaches. So, yeah, I've known Sam since Coach Pittman since he was at, Hutch JUCO and coached a bitch-made cat named Ryan Rhodes, who was the head coach at Hutch when I was the head coach at Indy, who was my GA at Fort Hays State University. So, obviously, don't get along with him. But Sam hired him at Arkansas. That lasted about a year. Ryan Rhodes couldn't hack it, got fired, and now I don't know what he's doing. I think he's being a fake-ass Christian because that's what he is. So, moving on. Sam Pittman. Win or be fired, and I'm a fan. Number 4, Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze. We already know. We already know. You are in the limelight right now. We've been talking about you all week. You're golfing. You've been out there golfing. You're standing down. You're standing on 10 toes. You're like, fuck it. I don't care if I'm golfing. I got to win games, blah, blah, blah. Hugh Freeze, you better win or you're fired. Period. This is your second go-round. You had a second opportunity after you had to go mid-major, and you got back. You turned that program, and now you're back. You got a job done at Liberty, and they said, you know what? This guy can coach. Let's bring him back to the big boys. And then you do this, and you're getting stomped on in your own division. You better figure this shit out. You're fired if you don't win. Number 5, Mike Norvell, Florida State. Florida State. Listen, had a great undefeated year, and you got bit by the injury bug, and they kept you out of the college football playoff, which would have probably extended your career another 2 years in Florida, at Florida State, in Tallahassee. But all my friends in Tallahassee, all my Tallahassee, Florida State alum, I'm sorry, this didn't work out for you. Coach Norvell is struggling to keep players there. He's struggling to get recruits there for some reason in Tallahassee. I don't know why. You got to win or you're fired. That's just my gut opinion. Mike Norvell did a great job at Memphis. Great coordinator at Arizona State. He's been around, done some great things. Know him well. Good dude. All that. You're at the big boy level. Win or be fired. That is what I believe Mike Norvell at number 5 comes in. Number 6, the mullet man himself, Mike Gundy, who you just saw 3 players acting queer as possible in the shower. That is where it is. He will be fired if he don't win. He almost wanted to get out last year in Stillwater. He's got a huge booster, big time booster money, big oil money, big tycoon. Can't get over the hump. You better win or you're fired. I think they wanted him out last year. They couldn't pay him off. I believe this is the year. He either wins, shits, or gets off the pot. You better win or you're fired, Mike Gundy. Number 7, Brent Brennan. Listen, man, Arizona, they hired Brennan to come in there and continue what was happening. They thought the fucking plane was going in a great position and elevating, and guess what happened? They took a shit, and they haven't recovered. Arizona, with your arch rival Arizona State going to the college football playoff in just year 2, you are fucking win or be fired in Tucson, because Tempe is on fire, and they may be a transcending program in the country. Arizona State's doing it the right way, getting it done. Already could have beat Texas in the college football playoff. And guess what? Arizona State is on its way. You better keep up, Tucson, Arizona. Wildcats, you got a lot of work to do, because you're going to win or be fired. Number 8 comes in at Super Bowl winning quarterback Trent Dilfer. You better win or be fired, Trent. They don't like you. They want to cancel you. You're too vocal. You're too fiery. You get in your players' faces. You get in your coaches' faces. They show you clips. They don't like that shit no more. We coach pussies. Pussies coach with us. We got a bunch of bitch-made assistants nowadays who will backstab you. I already know what's going on at UAB. I know what's happening, Trent. I get it. I know what's happening. This is your year. Win or be fired, because you know you're being backstabbed by certain coaches, and you know players are pussy, so you better figure it out. You're too big of a name. You're a Super Bowl champ. They're going to get rid of you. UAB, mid-major, some nice facilities for that level. They got that hybrid indoor-outdoor turf facility. I almost copied that same facility. I got to get the blueprint of it. I was going to do it at Indy. It didn't work. I left. UAB's on the uprise. They're facility-wise, resource-wise. They're getting some things done. Birmingham's a great rising city. Guess what? You got to win or you're going to be fired, Trent Dilfer. Number 9, Brent Pry. Virginia Tech. We had too many things on. We thought we were going to be great. We had a bunch of different things going on. We were going to be good. Virginia Tech was on the rise. Virginia Tech hasn't been able to fucking figure it out since Coach Beamer, the greatest special teams coach ever, left. And his own son didn't even replace him. His own son goes to South Carolina, which seems to be turning the program around. So guess what, Virginia Tech? You better figure it out. And Brent Pry, you're either fired or win this year. Number 10, Scott Satterfield. Cincinnati. Listen, Cincinnati got a Woody when Luke Fickell got them into the college football playoff a few years ago as a group of 5 team. Everybody was up in arms. Oh, my God, Cincinnati's going to win now. Over the Rhine, you can win here in the hood at a facility that's mediocre, and you can win. Well, guess what? Seems like, no, you can't win. Scott Satterfield has taken a decline since Luke Fickell left to Wisconsin, and now Scott Satterfield, you better win or be fired. That is my top 10 list of win or be fired. There's guys I miss, of course. I'm sure you guys have names you can drop in there if you want. I get it. There's always names I'm going to miss. There's also names that I'm going to put on some other lists. So just hear me out first because we're not done. I got a new list. Here's my 7 coaches that need to start hot or be hot. Meaning you better start hot or you're going to be on the hot seat. So start hot or be hot. Number 1, Sonny Cumbie, Louisiana Tech. You better start hot or you're going to be hot. Sonny. I like Sonny. Sonny's a good dude. Louisiana Tech, tough place to win. They've had some historic seasons and they've had some real bad ones. Right now, they're in a bad one. They got a bad situation going. Sonny Cumbie, you better figure it out in La Tech and win this thing. Because if not, let me vacuum this up real quick. If not, you're fired. You're going to be on the hot seat. We already know it. You're going to be on the hot seat, and I believe he has to start hot this year, or he'll be hot. Number 2, Luke Fickell. I just mentioned your bitch ass, and guess what? I'm mentioning your ass again. Luke Fickell, you have absolutely destroyed Wisconsin. You haven't done shit. You haven't shit or get off the pot. You haven't done a motherfucking thing there in Madison. You need to fucking just go in and quit. You need to go in and resign, motherfucker. You need to go back to mid-major because that's what you are. Mid. You're mid. So you belong at a mid-major. You're not ready for the big time because people see right through your bullshit, and that's what Wisconsin's seen. You're full of shit, and you may be one of the most full of shit motherfuckers I've ever met. Right there with Mullet and right there with fucking Shitbird from Boise who got shit canned at Auburn. Right there, you 3 fucks are maybe the worst 3 I've seen. So you better start hot or be hot. Number 3, Joe Moorhead. Like Joe Moorhead. Joe's a good dude. He took the Akron job thinking it was the job that he could turn around. And that's not it. Akron, you're not the job to turn around. Akron's just not the job to turn around. It's not. Akron's not the job that you can turn around. And unless you have a real young go-getter that really is invested in Akron, the city of Akron, the town of Akron, get LeBron James involved, do some things outside the box that I would do, you ain't going to fucking get it done. And Joe Moorhead, start hot or be hot. Number 4, good friend of mine. Whole family is. Mark Stoops. You better start hot, dog, or you're going to regret not taking the A&M job because Kentucky is a dead-end job. It is what it is. Kentucky is a dead-end job. You're never going to be Tennessee. You're never going to be Florida, and you're never going to be Auburn, and that's the teams you compete with in your little box, your little circle. You've done a good job at Kentucky. You've had them real competitive, but I don't believe you can get over the hump in Kentucky. I think you're basically stuck there. And that's why I thought he should have took the A&M job. But I believe he has to start hot or be hot. Number 5, already, yes, I said it. You replace the legendary Nick Saban. Coach DeBoer, you better start hot or you're going to be hot. You better start hot or you're going to be hot. Coach DeBoer, Alabama is not a 9-win program. You don't lose 4 games at Alabama. You do not lose 4 games at Alabama. Not 2 years in a row. You better start hot or be hot. Coach DeBoer, just telling you right now. But it don't get no easier for my next contestant, and that's Brian Kelly. Brian, you better start hot or be hot, you weirdo motherfucking language changing English major fucking dialect changing motherfucking wannabe fake motherfucker you. Putting motherfuckers to film on a goddamn windy knoll and fucking motherfucker fell off the goddamn tower and fuck. You better not. Brian Kelly, you better start hot or be hot. You're at LSU. Last coach that left and won there was a guy named Ed Ogeron who they said couldn't win. And he had a guy named Joe Brady and Ooh, my goodness. They called a great offense. They had a guy named Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson, and they were loaded and put up points in one game. You better fucking figure it out, Brian Kelly. You better start hot or be hot. Number 7, my boy Deshaun Foster, man. I'm going to go up there and talk to UCLA. And I got good friends on staff. Smitty and I are going to go do a show from there. But I think he better start hot or be hot. He had a great end of his first campaign after the debacle and press conference and all that bullshit I actually defended him on. I said, fuck all that. It doesn't matter. As long as the players buy in. The players do buy into him. Players love him. They'll run through a wall for him. That's the number one thing he has going. And great NFL back. And pride and joy right here in Tustin. Been around him a long time. But I think he has to start hot or be hot because of USC across town having the number 1 recruiting class in America. UCLA, start hot or be hot. Deshaun Foster, unfortunately, you're on that list. All right. I got 5 coaches that are safe for now. 5 coaches that are safe for now, meaning they could be on that fucking hot list very, very soon. But right now, they're safe. And starting right now, right here in SC, USC, Lincoln Riley. You're safe for now, Lincoln, because you got a little bit of momentum. You got a defensive coordinator who I think is very good. You got Rob Ryan, who's an NFL legendary pedigree family member. He's going to get after it. I don't believe he finished the season there at SC in college. I think he'll be back in the NFL. But guess what? You made some great hires. You got the number 1 class as of now for 26. You've kept LA talent here. Finally, you're starting to understand that you have to open up the fucking practice facility for the local high schools that feed USC. And you're figuring it out. So guess what? Lincoln, you're safe for now. Mario Cristobal. Listen, I know Steve Kim loved him to death. But listen, Miami at some point, they're going to look back and say, Dennis Erickson's not here anymore. Jimmy Johnson's not here anymore. Fucking, and there's coaches that won national titles there that Steve Kim don't even like. That I'm like, man, there's been some coaches that won national titles in Miami that people really don't look at as like they earned it. No, they did, in my opinion, because coaching ain't easy. I don't give a fuck. If you win a natty, you win a natty. There ain't no giving me a natty. Mario Cristobal, you got to win a natty. That's what Miami wants. That's what they are known for. That's the players that's come out of there, from Ed Reed to Ray Lewis, all those great legends. You better win in Miami. Mario Cristobal, safe for now. But boy, I think it's warming up. I think you got the seat warmer coming to Coral Gables. Number 3, I got my main man, Lane Kiffin. You're safe for now. You're at Ole Miss. Obviously, I think you're right on the cusp of getting in the playoff. I believe he has to be a playoff team this year at Ole Miss. I think he needs to be a playoff team, or they'll be discussing things, or he'll be looking for a new job himself before they even thought about firing him. Lane Kiffin is safe for now. Shaun Moore, Michigan. I believe he's safe for now. I think he gets at least 1 more year because Ohio State win gave him that. So I believe Shaun Moore is safe for now at Michigan. I'm going to roll with him being safe for now. And Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame, I believe he's safe for now as well. So those are my 5 safe for now coaches. And then my last list, there's 3 untouchables in college football right now, in my opinion. There's 3 untouchables, and you can argue that one of these guys could be safe for now. But I got him as an untouchable because of what he's done already in a short time. I'm going to go Dabo Swinney. He's untouchable. Unless he wants to leave, Clemson will never get rid of him. He'll have a lifetime contract. He'll never leave. He wins 10, 11 games a year in Clemson. Everyone wants to talk about he never, simulated and he didn't get into the portal and blah, blah, blah. He still wins 10 fucking games every year, 11 games every year, and he's a college football playoff guy every year. He's got 2 national titles every year on his resume. He's a 1%er. I think Dabo's one of the best in football, period, point blank. Whether you think he's corny, whether you think he did this, did that, bottom line is he's untouchable at Clemson. Number 2, Sark. I think Sark's untouchable right now in Texas, in Austin. They love him. He's created money, generated wealth. He's generated everything that they wanted there. He's done kind of what Prime does in Colorado, but with more resources, more money. Number 1 collective in America. the number one salary cap, if you will, in America. They've paid the most money out to the roster in America, and Texas does it big. So everything's bigger in Texas, they say, right? Sark is untouchable. And number 3, Ryan Day. Ryan Day is untouchable right now because he just won the Natty. And listen, we talk about how he's on the hot seat every single year. He got the Natty done. I don't believe Ohio State can even fire him if he loses to Michigan 2 more years in a row and don't win the Natty. I think Ryan Day is safe. So I'm going to say Ryan Day right now is untouchable. Now, give me your guys' take. There might be some guys out there. I think Dan Lanning is untouchable right now at Oregon, but I would put him on a safe list because he ain't going nowhere because he's just getting started at Oregon. So plus Nike and Phil Knight gave him a huge deal, so he ain't going nowhere. So I'm not even going to put Dan Lanning on my list of lists yet. I'm not. But there are other guys. Like we could discuss James Franklin at Penn State. We could discuss other guys like that you can bring up. You know, I got another friend of mine that's at Cal, Justin Wilcox, former Oregon Duck player. I would think he's on a hot seat of some sort. I would think Cal doesn't have a conference. I mean, they do, but it's a fucking joke. They're traveling across the country every fucking week, 6-hour flights. To play in a conference when they're in Northern California makes zero sense. I don't believe you understand how hard of a job Cal is academically, structurally, resource-wise, all the shit that it takes at Cal Berkeley. That's not an easy job. And then you don't even have a Pac-12 net, comfortable surroundings. Now you're playing teams across the country. Cal Berkeley is a tough draw. I wouldn't want that job. That is a tough one. Stanford's right there with it. It's a tough one. So, Andrew Luck there. You got this great quarterback in your fucking ear as a GM and all this bullshit. Those 2 jobs to me are one of the hardest 2 jobs in all of college football. But there's a lot of coaches we could bring up. James Franklin, good friend of mine as well. Another one. Lance Leipold and at KU is not on a hot seat. I don't know who thinks that. You're out of your mind. There's no other people on there. Like, Rio, I know you didn't put Kirby with question marks. Fucking joking me, homie. Show me your house, motherfucker. Show me your motherfucking house. You cannot be putting Kirby on no question mark. Kirby ain't question mark for shit. 2 natties and been to 3. Come on, stop. Kirby ain't going nowhere. So it is what it is. But that's my few lists. We're going to be doing that during the year. We're going to do that with the NFL on Monday as we get ready. 6 weekends away from college football kickoff. So, we'll get there. We're going to get there. We're close to college football. So it is what it is. Let's talk some NFL real quick. We already brought up the Watt signing with Pittsburgh. Let's dive into Von Miller. 36 years old, I believe he is. Is that how old he is, Bailey? Can you verify that? I forgot. I know he's up there. I believe he is 35, 36, 34. I'm not sure. Maybe he's younger. Maybe he's not. But the Washington Commanders signed Super Bowl champ Von Miller. I think his best days are behind him. Of course, he is 36 years old. I don't know what the contract was. I don't know how much money he got, Bailey. I'm sure it was a little deal. Sure it was a decent little, last year type of deal. I think it's his last year. I think it is. Does he help? Don't know. I say no. I say he doesn't. I say he's too old to be a serious pass rusher. So you're going to have to make him 3rd down pass rusher. You're going to have to give him some opportunities to be around some great D linemen that Washington has. Washington has a good defense. I think he gives you a burst for a play or 2, but he's a 1 down a series guy probably. He's probably a 1 down a series guy. I don't know. That's what I think. I I would say he's a one down a series guy, which would be great. But I don't believe he'll play every series. So is he a 15, 20 snap guy? Maybe. But at this point in his career, he's a journeyman. He's a role player. And we know how great he was. We know how great he is. But right now, at this current state, he's in the twilight of his career. And listen, he's hanging on, wanting to play one more year. It is what it is. Kudos to him for playing, but at the end of the day, I don't believe he's going to give him much. I think Washington needs to get younger, not older. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. My opinion. And you guys all have yours. So, great player, legend. At his prime, he was a freak, but I don't know if you're going to see any glimpses of that at all. We'll see. But he is good for the locker room, I would assume. He has got to be. Yeah, Jeff Monken at Army. I agree. And somebody brought up Kalani at BYU. Kalani is not on no list. He don't need to be on a list. Kalani is definitely safe for now. So he don't need to be on no list. He don't need to be on no list. So, baby, let's do my we'll do the commercial. We'll come back and do my political playbook. And then we'll get to some more NFL talk. And how is Kalani not safe, Keith Smith? How is Kalani not safe? Because his quarterback fucked something in the dorm? Are you shitting me? You know what he does? He wins 10 games a year at BYU, you fuck. He just won a bowl game. He's got 36-year-old white Mormons all over the fucking roster. How is he not fucking safe? Stop. Keith, but is Ferentz safe, Keith? Shut up. Kirk Ferentz better get his shit together. He's fucking gone, by the way. They're going to get rid of his ass. I was a shithole, Keith. Fucking, I was an absolute shithole. His son was shitty. Couldn't call a fucking quick game. He couldn't fucking get off the field on third down. But Ferentz is the safest coach in the country, according to Keith. How many fucking, how many, like, we don't even call it conspiracies. How many fucking scandals has Ferentz had that's been washed under the rug? Keith, you know about any of those? I do. Do you, Keith? You know how many scandals that motherfucker's been a part of? I like Kirk and all that as a coach. Been a great guy, but have you heard about all the scandals? No, you probably haven't because you don't know about them, because I do. Because it has never hit the media. Never has hit your Twitter feed. But the real ones that have connections with the real ones, no. There's been a lot of shit that's happened at Iowa that they've never. Good old boy buried in the fucking farms, fucking cornfields of Iowa. And guess what? You'll never hear from it. I know you've never heard of a scandal from Ferentz. And even though everyone else has heard of at least one scandal from Ferentz, Keith Smith's going to say he never has. You don't remember? You guys had a weight room situation in Iowa with some players and coaches, Keith? You don't know that? You didn't hear about that? Well, the world heard about it. It was on ESPN, but Keith just didn't. He turned it off that day. Keith didn't watch ESPN that day. He didn't get to watch the bald bitch talk about it. Funny how that works. Funny how homers protect their teams. Ain't it funny? But I tell the truth about every team. People get mad at me. Anyway, we'll be back in 4 minutes. Commercial break. Pound the like. We'll be right back. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. Here, this is the infamous one of the palm trees that Ash ate. Can't fucking believe you. See this fucking dog? You see this? Who just eats a whole fucking palm tree, man? You guys are fucking shitting me. This fucking unearthed the motherfucker. Ate the whole fucking thing. Like, who eats a whole fucking palm tree?
Like, you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Now let's check now. Who did it? I'm gonna look at the fucking camera. Who fucking did it? Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Now, do we understand each other? Excuse me. There is no more fucking up palm trees. I'm tired of spending all this money, and now I've created a whole fucking barricade for you. So I don't want to have to dig this bitch out. I'm fucking dead. I'm old, my back hurts, I'm fucking stiff as a porn dick. Come here, sit down. Sit down. Boy, if you don't sit your ass down, now, you come over here with me. Come on. Here's what I had to do to fucking stop you. And I got a better, beautiful, bigger tree. So now, we are shitting in tall grass. Replanted it, bitch. Soiled it up. Put a little trellis in here. Put a bunch of fucking stones. Look like Stonehenge around this bitch. And now, Ash, are you gonna fucking try to dig this bitch out? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this again?
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking.
Savannah's Bananas baseball team that does all the dancing. The Savannah Bananas baseball team that does all the dancing. Coach JB, just react to this, man, and kind of give you a take on why so many people watch this. They're one of the more popular, sports teams. They're almost like the Harlem Globetrotters for baseball is how I would compare it. And very popular. People love them. They literally sell out crowds, make a lot of money. A lot of these guys actually played, I think, baseball at some point for real, like maybe in college or whatever. Now they kind of do this thing for fun. But what's your take? Why do you think so many people actually like them? Hey, baby. Good morning.
Go back to his name. Rewind. Go back. Rewind it. Right there. Pause it. Go back to his name, Bailey. Let me see his last name. Let me see that right there. That's why. Because he sucks cocks. Because he's a gay. This is gay. Suck cocks. That's why. He has the perfect last name. The fuck are we doing here, homie?
You a homophobe, homie.
The fuck are we doing? God damn. Oh, hell no. You fucking shitting me. You would not go see this fucking in real life. Stop the cat. Tell me right now, truth or lie. Would you go see this?
I don't watch baseball like that.
You wouldn't go see. Just keep it. Smitty's so good at this media shit. Like, you all talk that shit and he always wants to fluff me. Fluff me. He's good at this, homie. He knows how to be so mainstream corporate. I can't wait to get him out of there. I gotta be honest. I can't wait to get him out.
I still ain't gonna be you. That's what makes our show great, though, in my opinion. If we were the exact same,
you'll be a little different. Like, you might have just been like, nah, JV, that's a little too gay for me. Like, you might have said that. You might say that one day.
You're
like,
crazy, man.
Like how Smitty said, like, yeah, I don't like baseball like that. Like, he skipped over the mirrors and the cocks and all that shit. He skipped over all that shit.
I'm a bad boy, homie. I'm a bad boy, homie.
You know how to do it.
Without a doubt, it's Compton in the house. Without a doubt, it's Compton in the house. Without a doubt.
Yeah. Political Playbook segment brought to you by. Let's dive into it, man. Do you know how many people Barack Obama deported in 8 years? That was a question asked by Piers Morgan that he poses to Joy Reid after she rails against Trump deportations. And she's been so mad and vocal about all the deportations that Donald Trump has submitted and how he's trying to protect the borders and close it down. And no one's brought up the fact that Biden's allowed millions in the country and we have no clue who they are. Did you find out the irony of what's going on? Have you seen the Democratic Party who are appalled that ICE is wearing masks to cover their face for protection? Have you found out what the irony? I would love to see or hear from a Democrat in the chat. And I would love to get your take on why you think ICE should not be able to cover their face. Please, Joe Cord, whoever, any of you guys out there that are truly on the left side of things, tell me, why do you think that ICE should keep their faces unmasked? Please give me that. And then I want to ask you a very serious question. I want to ask you a very, very serious question. Because it's funny. I haven't heard this question being asked by anybody yet. I haven't heard anything about this. I want to ask you. The Democrats are pissed off that ICE is covering their faces. But they're not pissed off about the illegals that we have no clue about and who they are or what they look like, that are raping and pillaging your children, daughters, and wives? Make it make sense, homie. Are you fucking kidding me? Why haven't I heard anybody? See, I need to go on a major show and blast somebody about. You don't want the ICE faces covered, but you don't care what the illegals look like themselves? That's funny, isn't it? That is fucking hilarious. We could care less. And don't tell me anything about who the illegals are and what they look like, but cover the fucking faces of our ICE agents. It's fucking comical to me. You know what it reminds me of? COVID. You guys sure didn't mind your faces covered during COVID, but now you're appalled that ICE is being masked? I couldn't go into Lowe's. I couldn't even go into Lowe's without a fucking mask on. You pushed for that shit, motherfucker. You made my mom lose her husband and not be able to see him at the hospital because she couldn't go in the hospital to watch her husband die. But now you want to bitch about ICE covering their faces? You guys are fucking delusional. You're fucking hypocrites, and the hypocrisy is outlandish. I'm going to be straight up real with you. It's always Trump's fault. You never fucking talk about what Biden led in this country. You don't talk about what Obama led in this country. And I want you to take a look at this video and get or is it a video on Joy Reid? Do we have the video on Joy Reid? Yeah. Take a look at Piers Morgan and Joy Reid, and I want to hear this one. I want to point out what the Democratic Party really is. Let me take a look.
Do you know how many people Barack Obama deported in 8 years?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Well, why don't you guess?
I don't know and don't care.
Well,
you
hang
tell
on,
me.
hang on. You don't know and you don't care. You've just given me...
Because it's not the
you've
issue.
Just given, hang on,
you're
hang
trying
on,
to make
on.
the issue the
hang
southern
on,
border.
Joy. You've just given me... Joy, Joy.
The point is,
Joy,
Barack
you've just given me...
Obama
Joy,
was not dragging
Joy,
women
Joy,
and
let me finish.
And,
you've just...
nursing
Joy,
babies apart
Joy,
and
Joy,
taking...
Joy, you've just given me...
I'm sure going to tell me it's your main issue.
You've just given me
but it's not my main issue. My main issue is that what we're seeing...
I'm trying to finish my sentence. You've just given me a lengthy monologue attacking Donald Trump's aggressive deportation policy. And I've simply said to you, there was a Democrat, a black Democrat, president of the United States for 8 years. I'm simply asking, given that you're obviously all over every detail of the Trump deportation policy, and given you were on the airwaves in America on a daily basis through Obama's tenure, how many people did he deport in 8 years?
I do not know. You'll tell me, I'm sure.
Have a
I'm certain.
guess.
But it's probably more than 1 million people. I'm quite...
How do you not know? How do you know so much about a person you hate, but not as much as the person that allowed more people in than Donald Trump? And by the way, he deported more people than Donald Trump. By far. Has quadrupled the amount of deportations that Donald Trump has. Like, this is what it is. The Democrats know nothing. They don't know anything. I don't believe the Democratic Party that this has been, and now let me be clear. I grew up a Democrat. The Democrats used to have a real party, right? They used to have a real fucking party. And then the Republicans had this party. The Republicans used to be what the Democrats are now. The bougie, rich, governmental, shady operators. We never trusted them, especially the hood cats that grew up broke. We fuck the Republicans. We don't fuck with them. It has been totally flopped. It has been totally flipped. Totally flipped. This Democratic Party is literally I believe is a demonic group that has been created to just push out narratives to divide the country and push out false narratives against one person, our sitting president. And regardless of who that Republican sitting president will be, this Democratic Party will continue to do this for years to come, because that is the narrative that is the objective that they've created. They want this objective. They put an objective out there and say, hey, we're going to put this together and we're going to try to eliminate America's fabric, and we're going to divide America, black, white, brown, whatever, that we used to all be cool. And now we're going to be this divide, a civil war type of divide. That's what they're doing. I'm keeping it real. I'm not even lying, because I haven't talked to one Democrat. Here's my whole point. That understands policy of any sort. Stephen A. Smith's sure trying, but you notice he's independent now. He's down the middle trying to figure out which side he's going on. But I haven't figured out and haven't seen one Democrat that's been asked a question about any policy Donald Trump has either failed at or improved at. They don't know. Not one has been able to answer it. Joy Reid was on television for how long spewing anti-right and pro-left agendas and can't answer a simple fucking question. But you know so much about how many Donald Trump has deported, but not Obama, who quadrupled the amount of Donald Trump's deportation. And you don't know how many people Biden let in. And you don't know how many criminals you let in, but you want ICE you don't want ICE masked up. But you don't want American citizens who pay taxes, who can't even protect their own families or buy a dozen eggs or fill their car with gas. You want those people to not know the illegals that we've allowed in our country. We don't know what they look like. We don't know their faces. We don't know shit. But you worried about ICE masking up? Make it make sense, homie. Make that shit make sense. It's a motherfucking shame that these fucking people spit this false rhetoric and you believe it. It's unfucking believable, man. And like I said, we've had people on this show, friends of mine and others, Hispanic in nature, and still say, go do it the right way. Go become a U.S. fucking citizen. Do it the right way like we had to do. This shit is crazy, man. I'm just so fucking fed up with it. Speaking of Obama, take a look at this shit. Because he finally went on Michelle's and whatever the fuck that other made-up human is podcast. Take a look at this shit.
Go. Bring a gay friend.
I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out of life, who became one of my favorite professors. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group, so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, fuck, man. See, now the little boys are looking up to this and saying, oh, Obama, who was revered. Like, everyone loved Obama. I think Obama had right and left people loving him, white and black. And then people did deep dive and research, and then more news came available, and then people found out that, oh, damn, this might be Obama might be one of the biggest reasons why we're in the situation we're in right now, but nobody wants to talk about that right now. We're not going to talk about that the rest of the show, but guess what we will talk about? Why we keep force-feeding our boys to be gay. Again, another grooming episode brought to you by the Obama's administration, the Clinton administration, and all these weird, demonic left fucking people like Newsom and Bass and all the fucks out here. Let me be real. I'm all for barbershop banter too, but what barbershop banter do you go to in the hood in D.C.? Come on, dog. Where's DMV? DMV, you got a barber shop in the hood in D.C. that talks about gay men? Y'all sit around in the barber shop and talk about gay shit, homie? Damn, your hood different than mine. And your boys and men are different than mine, homie. Because I ain't never seen a fucking barber shop in the hood talking about gay shit. Not no men. Lesbians. But is that really your argument, DMV? You just see, that's how lost we are. DMV, pro brother, pro black, which you have the right to be, is really only defending Obama because he's a brother and he's black. Let's keep it funky. Let's just keep it real, homie. See, y'all don't want to have a real conversation with me. You're really defending Obama because he's black. You're not bringing up the fact of the matter. The fact of the matter is he's grooming boys, black and white, to be gay. And you're cool with that because you're so pro-black and blinded that you see color over fact. That's the problem, DMV. That's what y'all got me fucked up with. This is why you got me fucked up. This is what the fuck you guys don't get. Not everybody, even the same race, needs to be defended, homie. I got shitbird ass fucking white people, fucking criminal, fucking everything, racist, gay, you name it. I'm not endorsing because they're white, homie. Like, get up with the fucking program. Like, whoever it was, I'm just saying, I saw somebody say it. Somebody said, you can have it. Oh, there's no show. You guys, this shit is killing me, man. It really is. It's unbelievable. I can't grasp the concept. But this is how fucking further, real quick, before we move on. This is how bad it's getting. This is how fucking demonic the left and the Democrats are. Okay, just real quick. Governor Newsom and Mayor Bass. Bailey, I don't know if you can find it. I said it on this show in January when the fires were created. Let's be clear about this. When the fires were created to burn Palisades and the Pacific Palisades down and Malibu and the richest piece of real estate in America, the Pacific Palisades, fact, it's the most expensive piece of land in all of America. When we burned it down in January, when it was 50 degrees, ironically, wasn't even summer, and we have fires, I said on this show, what did I say? A smart city is about to be ready to be built. They're going to build a smart city. And now these whistleblowers have come out, and State Farm Insurance has come out, and Allstate has come out and said, we can't even pay you back yet because we don't have the funds. We are going bankrupt. I'm just telling you right now. Guess what just came out yesterday here in California? Newsom, and Mayor Bass has come out and said, low income housing will be replacing the Pacific Palisades. Now, you don't tell me that I didn't say that in January. Go look it up. I said this is a new 10 or 15-minute city, whatever the fuck you call them, design. This was what they wanted. And yesterday, they slapped the American people, the California Americans, in the face, like I said they would. And they said, boom, we're going to build low-income housing in the richest part of California. Make it make sense. And now the insurance isn't even paying these people back. They haven't even began building anything back at all. Is that not a telltale sign on what the fuck's going on? Soon as it was in April, I knew they weren't building nothing up, and I knew this was being devised, and I knew they were going to create this, and that is what they've created. It's a fucking joke. It is absolute joke, dog. James Stovall, tell me why I'm wrong. Don't just say you know not what you're talking about. Tell me where I'm wrong at and tell me what you know that I'm wrong at. Go, James. I'm waiting to hear. I want to hear what you have to say. James, go. Break it down, James. I love the dick riders that just have a statement but have no backing. They can't talk up here by themselves like I have for 30 minutes about something and no literature in front of me, nothing. I just know what's going on. And you make a statement. Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. God damn, you're embarrassing, homie. You're embarrassing. Bailey, can you find it? Let me see. Hold on. Let me find it. I didn't even want to talk about it today, but we're going to find it. Fuck, man. I'm going to send you a few, Bailey. I'm going to send you a couple things real quick. By the way, 79% of all the vacant lots in Pacific Palisades and in Altadena were totally burned to the crisp, have been sold to blind trust LLCs and corporations, which is low-income housing. And I'm just throwing that out there. That's AB 79 that's on the docket for low-income housing in residential neighborhoods, which is on the vote for Wednesday next week. So if you haven't figured that out, go check it out. But apparently James Stovall knows more than me. Yeah, well, I have family that got their house burned down there, so I think I know people there too, you fucking idiot. Newsom unveiled yesterday a $101 million build in the Palisades for low-income housing. So go check it out. It's on the Washington Examiner. I'll send you the link real quick. Boom. Show those links, Bailey, if you can. Go check it out. The Washington Examiner right now will talk about the unveiling of a 6-month plan for the devastating Palisades fires that he just funded $101 million for low-income housing. You can look this shit up. To suggest there will be low-income housing in Pacific Palisades does not make logical sense. I'm literally fucking showing you. The fuck are you talking about? It's been on the news here. Do you live here in California, homie? It's everywhere in the fucking news. What are you talking about? It just happened. Can all the people in California that are in the chat please let this fucking nobody know that it's actually happening? It just got voted on. You fucking idiot. It makes no logical sense. This motherfucker's still going to tell us that it makes no logical sense. Yes, it is a reliable source when it's on fucking every news channel in LA. Yeah, it is. It's a reliable source, dog. God damn, homie. Show the other one, Bailey, if you can. Or I don't know if you can show the link or not. LA mandates Pacific Palisades must prioritize low-income housing. That's on every fucking single outlet I'm looking at right now. Newsom just put it in yesterday, homie. Go look it up. Go do some fucking research. Go do some research. Sports Short said, this shit is dead without Smitty. Yeah, I thought you didn't like Smitty. See, some of you guys are fucking embarrassing. You should all go take yourself out back. Some of you motherfuckers are embarrassing, homie. One day you like Smitty, one day you don't. It's like, you can never be pleased because you're absolutely fucking nobodies. You can't be pleased. You'll never be pleased. And you're not even a fucking member. Become a member, you fuck. Jason Gaines said, my cousin lives in Santa Monica and he confirmed everything you're talking about, especially on the Palisades low-income housing operation. It's not really a secret, and it's not a conspiracy. It actually is legit. It happened yesterday. So, James, where are you at now? Can you come back in the chat? Can you come back in the chat, James, and tell us we're wrong again with your fucking statement? Smitty's gone in Indianapolis. I told him he could have the few days off and get ready for the new startup on Monday right here in the lounge. That's why. That's where he is, homie. Damn. You thought I was an asshole. See, I'm a good dude. Let's dive into this Joe Burrow featured on the cover of SI Sports and Style issue. Oh, fuck, man. Is that the Joker? I thought it was the Joker. The one with what's his name? I thought it was the Joker. Man, Joe Burrow gives me some vibes. I don't know what vibes they are yet. If I call Caleb Williams gay, I would have to call Joe Burrow, I would think, somewhere close to gay. I don't know where he is, though. Like, it's a metrosexual is not a word I use because I think metrosexual means gay. So I wouldn't use metrosexual in my verbiage. I don't have it. I don't use it. But this would come down as somewhere near gay. Damn near gay. He would probably be damn near gay. I would say that would be what we would say about Joe Burrow. Damn near gay. He gives me some weird vibes, dog. I don't know. And now, as good as he is and as good as I think he is, I don't know if I could ever trust this motherfucker to win me a Super Bowl now. I don't know. I don't know if I can win a fucking Super Bowl with this motherfucker because he has some weird fucking agenda cracking. I don't know what he is. Lucy, I don't know what he is. Sorry. I don't know what this motherfucker really is. I'm going to be honest. He's damn near gay, though. I would say he's damn near gay. I want to talk about Fox and Dave Portnoy, and I also want to hit the executive director of NFLPA, Lloyd Howell, who's resigned from his position. One of the many wild things uncovered in recent weeks in this Lloyd Howell news. He has a part-time role with a private equity fund approved to buy minority stake in the NFL. A crazy and insane conflict of interest if I've ever seen one. And I told you on Tuesday that I got a little bit of an insight on the NFL wanting to expand and go global. They want to have 40 teams by the year 2030, which would be crazy to me. 2 in London, 2 in Germany, 2 in, somewhere else, I believe. Paris, maybe. I don't know how they're going to do it. And I think 2 in Mexico. And then they're going to add a few here. If that's how they're going to do it, I heard Birmingham, St. Louis, and where was the other team? Portland, I believe, is what I heard. 40 teams by 2030 screams money, money, money. And now this may be a move on the down low. This could have been a move that this guy used 2 different conflicting issues to get some guys to purchase or invest in some sort of growth in the NFL. That's what I'm hearing. That is from a NFL insider. And if that is true, this is why he stepped away. And it's going to be interesting to see if they can get 40 teams in the next 5 years. Don't know. I wish they kept the NFL American, but the money over there, I guess, is unbelievable, and that's what it is. They're getting paid, man. They're getting paid. So it is what it is. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. I bet. All right. Had to do something. That's where they are. That's what I believe. That's what I think it is. That's what's happening. By the way, there'll be no update. There'll be no Unpaved with Shaun Salisbury today as his Wi-Fi is out. Giving you a heads up. There'll be no Unpaved. We will be back on Monday on Unpaved. So just throwing that out there. Back to Portnoy real quick. And the Fox overhaul. Getting rid of Smitty. Getting rid of everybody. Keyshawn, Paul Pierce, Joy Taylor. Everyone that's been moved. 80 other people that have been thrown to the wayside. Dave Portnoy and his team is coming to Fox. And the problem is they're bringing Barstool programming as well. So Fox and Barstool obviously made the bed together. They got together and they created something to where they could afford to get rid of 80 plus people in 3 different shows at Fox. So Dave Portnoy, hey man, made a lot of money. I think he's worth $1 billion. If I'm not mistaken, he's close to it. And he may be a genius. I don't know. But I know this. He doesn't know fucking football, and neither does anyone else at Barstool. But again, you guys endorse nobodies to become somebodies, and this is what you get. It is what it is. I guess the new generation rather hear guys talking about pizza and reviews than they would real football analytics. Real shit. It doesn't matter anymore. I guess this young generation just wants to bet. They want to play DFS. And they want to do all this shit. And again, what I've been saying for how long? 3 years. Fucking what? American sports are dying. I believe they're dead. I believe they're now dead, but they are definitely dying. Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Real quick. Does anyone in here know that Major League Baseball All-Star viewership was at all-time low on Tuesday? Anybody in here know? Does anybody know that the Major League All-Star Baseball game, even though they went to the swing off and all the shit, the home run derby, it was the lowest watched Major League Baseball All-Star game? Can anyone verify that? I am. I'm looking at it right now. That's why I'm verifying it. The NBA All-Star Game is unwatchable. The NFL Pro Bowl is a mockery and a joke. And now you go into the actual football and basketball seasons. You have an all-star game that they create in the mid-season for basketball. They paint the fucking courts. They do all this outlandish shit. They have a play-in just to try to get the load management covered up for that Greg Popovich created with Kawhi Leonard. We all know that. And load management has ruined the NBA. And then in football, you can't really hit anybody anymore. You can't hit the quarterback. You can't hit a wideout over the middle. You can't do anything physical. You wear condoms on your helmets. You took off kickoff. You have to call a guy to dial up a friend to onside kick. You have the fucking worst rules ever in a gladiator sport. In baseball, you've enlarged bases, put a pitch clock on them, and it takes longer to get in and out of the stadium than the actual game itself lasts. And you've heightened the prices. You can't go to a game without paying $200 for a hot dog and a fucking soda and a beer for your fucking family. and you expect us to have investment and watch American sports. Make it make sense. I've been saying it for 3 years. I'm the only fucking person that said it. And look, just telling you, American sports are dead. American sports are dead. Period. It's dead. 3 years ago, it was dying. Now it's dead. The biggest talking point this summer for the NBA has been what? Can anybody tell me? It's been a fucking Nephilim who eats fried chicken and wipes his fingers on his suit that don't speak English. But you're telling me American sports aren't dead. I like eat. I play video game. I like chicken. I like food. That's been your number one topic for summer basketball. Dog, it's off season, homie. Football's 6 weeks away, 8 weeks away. We're making up shit to continue to have shows. We're making up shit. We're hyping up the NBA. We're hyping up the WNBA. And talking about Shaq telling RG3 he's going to sock him in his bitch ass face if he talks about Angel Reese again. That is what we're talking about. Bronny James, they put together a fucking compilation of him actually hitting some shots. And that's been a discussion. Bronny James playing in the Summer League in Vegas. That's empty, by the way, too. Nobody's there. Cooper Flagg gets drafted 1 to Dallas. They shut him down after 2 games. And that was the talking point for the NBA this summer. Now, you had 3 talking points in the NBA for the summer, and they talked about Wembanyama on a runway looking like fucking Men in Black with some weird-ass suit on with Luka overseas. And then you talk about Luka, who looks good, they said. He lost 30 pounds, and he's ready to go. He's going to take over the NBA. Guess what? You can lose weight all you want. You can't give a heart transplant to anybody. I could lose 30 pounds, and guess what? Ain't going to change my heart size. Luka still got to play defense. Last time I checked, if they want to win a fucking title. But maybe he'll come back and score 40 a game, and everybody will say he's the best player in the NBA. No, well, he has to play defense. He don't play defense, so guess what? Let's see what he could do. Telling you, man, a lot of you motherfuckers. The hell? Bailey, am I still live? I got a thing said reload site. Changes you made may not be saved. I don't want to hit that. Cancel. All right. I don't know what the fuck that was. The fuck happened here, man? Always something, man. All right. I don't know what happens, Bailey. Something going on. Might have been a prime sexual or something. I don't know. Fucking with me. Something happened, Bailey, with my shit. Hold on. I don't know. Something's cracking. I don't know. Something's up. I don't know what's up. Something's going on. I don't know what the fuck happened, but we gotta fix something, everybody. So I'm just telling you, something's up. Can't let that happen again. So I got to fix something. So anyway, let's get out of here. Yeah, maybe fucking hackers. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe. I don't know, Bailey. We got to check it out. Let's end the show, though, before we do. We're in the show a little early. We'll see you Monday. Smitty in-house right here, Slapdick Cigar Lounge Studio, God willing. And if we're not hacked, we'll see you Monday. Pound the like button. Enjoy the videos over the weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Appreciate y'all. Peace. This the real JB. You better find the skin real quick.